Welcome back. It's time to invite another special guest who is taking the stage in an enchanting new musical. The Winston-Salem Theater Alliance and Rising Stars collaborated to debut this show called Alice by Heart.
And joining us now is Quinn Kinsner, who's playing the role of Alice. Good morning. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this morning. I know it's probably a very busy time for you.
Yes, good morning.
So tell us about Alice by Heart. This is a musical loosely based on Alice in Wonderland, as we mentioned. So what makes it different from the traditional style story?
So this musical is sort of a retelling of the original Lewis and Carroll story. It's from the perspective of this girl who is trapped in this underground like shelter area during the London Blitz and during World War II. So there's a lot of tragedy going on around her, and a lot of this is her telling the story in reflection of a lot of the things that she's dealing with during this like tragic time. A lot of her fears about losing those close to her, about the bombings, about her growing up. All of these things are reflected in a lot of the characters and the scenes. So it's a lot of similar places and people, but with very different themes.
Yeah, probably giving a little bit of the backstory of why she's trying to disassociate and go into this other world. So it's really cool that you're actually getting to tell that story. So you said it's a musical. Can you talk about the style of music and what audiences can look forward to hearing?
Yes. So the style of music is very kind of indie pop rock-esque. It's very similar to a lot of the writer of the musical, Stephen Sater's other work. And it's very kind of whimsical and Wonderland-esque in a lot of its lyricism and music structures, which I personally love. I think a lot of the music kind of reflects well in a lot of the themes and symbolisms in the story, and has some, it's just gorgeous in general.
Oh, I bet. Quinn, what do you think the audience will enjoy most? I mean, in addition to the beautiful music, but what else about the story do you think?
I think the story itself is very moving, very touching. I think, especially if you're somebody who loves to go see shows that hit you in the heartstrings, it's very much a good show for that. But also, I would say a lot of the comedic elements of the show lend itself very well to creating the kind of fantasticalness and like nonsensicalness of Wonderland itself. It'll transport you there pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's the fun of this show and this story, is the kind of whimsy that comes with it, and it cuts through, I'm sure, the tragedy that you were talking about. Now, we hear this is being put on by the Rising Stars program in collaboration with that. Can you talk more about the program and what makes this experience so unique?
The Rising Stars program is aimed specifically to work with teenagers, like roughly 15 to 20 years old, in that age range. And it really aims to give teenagers more challenging material to work with in like theater and performance and stuff. A lot of other theaters who do like have programs for teenagers or children kind of aim to work with more like family-friendly material or digestible material. In Rising Stars, it really just aims to kind of create a more like advanced setting for young performers to explore the range of their like abilities in acting and performing, and all of the nuances of like themes in the scripts.
What a great experience for you and your castmates. Quinn, thank you so much for your time this morning. Break a leg, have great performances. Alice by Heart debuts this Thursday. It runs through Saturday at the Jamie Lawson Auditorium in Winston-Salem. You can buy your tickets and learn more all at theateralliance.ws.